Culture Assistant here, and on behalf of Yunus Emre Institute London, I would like to welcome you all to this special event. Tonight we have Naoki Yamamoto with us. He's a very special and creative academic from Japan and Turkey for many years now. And today he will present his findings in bridging Japanese and Turkish culture through his artworks and the special tea ceremony. So just settle in and enjoy the event.
네, こんばんは。メルハバいいアクションになる。いいアクションになる。さって言えれば多分いいアクションになるんですね。Assalamu alaikum. So thank you very much for again giving me such a great opportunity. And especially thank you very much for Yunus Emre Institute London. But actually this is the third time that I organized this tea ceremony event in the Yunus Emre Institute. There is the Turkish saying is called the kervan yolda düzülür. I don't know how to translate in English, but is it that everything will be fixed in the journey? So in the first time I organized this tea ceremony, it was just actually the ordinary tea ceremony, and I just explained the possibility of creating a Turkish a Japanese tea ceremony. I think this time since they Yunus Emre Institute London gave me the chance to develop my project. I think this time I'm now really convinced that now I have started to create something new, tea ceremony in Japanese culture. The combining a Turkish spirituality and Japanese spiritualities. And as I said, this is the third time I organized. So in the first time, I have experienced why did I start this tea ceremony in Turkey. And the second time, it was also a topic. Today I'm going to talk about the detail a bit, but usually I'm a university lecturer. I'm teaching in Marmara University in Istanbul, but I am also illustrator. Do you know manga? In Japanese a manga or anything. So I am also designing so-called the Muslim manga-ish a character. It's called Hijabi Ninja series, the Hijabi Ninja series, and this one is also actually I got the inspiration for the Turkish culture. Do you know Bajian? Bajian Teşkilatı, organization of Bajian. This Bajian is actually Persian, and also I think they use in Urdu as well. The Bajians mean sisters, and this is the organization of the female warriors. Female Muslim warriors, which they brought the Islam in the land of the Anatolia, the Turkish people, and. Since my specialty is the history of Tasawwuf, and this Bajian organization was closely related to the history of Tasawwuf and also Islamization process in Australia. And I read those books or historical books about the history of this Bajian, and I got an inspiration, and I Japanized it. So the inside, the spirituality is Bajian, but I made them wear. For example, there are lots of female archer, Bajian archer in the history of Turkey. And I redesigned it in more a Japanese way. So I made her wear a Japanese kimono. But I got the inspiration from this. Actually, the shape of hijab is I took the inspiration from the traditional Turkish type of hijab. If you see it in some of the history book, you can see some of the similar design. By the way, I am also selling this illustration. So if you want to buy, you can buy it. I even made hijabi ninja keychain, and also I made the Hijabi Ninja a character book. And the main reason I have started this project is that now in Japan we have many Muslim children, not in Muslim converts like me, but we have second generation and third generation. But the challenges, our challenges is that we don't have our culture. It means that we don't have indigenous Japanese Islamic culture, and we also, I don't know about the situation in the UK, but in Japan there are some people who think, who see us kind of a threat, a risk that we are bringing something dangerous to the Japanese society. So we are contaminating, Japanese culture. So those people say that we need to purify Japanese culture, we need to purify the Japanese society. But as the academicians, I really hate the word this purification of cultures, or you need to purify Japanese societies, because there is no such thing as like pure like Japanese culture. I mean, imagine, I think the same case in the UK as well. Like, do you think that there is like pure like a British culture, which has no like a historical influence from the other part of the world, like a tea? Of course not like that. Come on. Like even the tea in Japan, like this tea culture like comes from like China. So this is not like Japanese culture. Like this is Chinese culture, but we put our like own like aesthetic, and then it will become. Then we were able to create a Japanese culture. So every culture is actually like the like historical like footstep of the humanity, that how they try to digest like various like kind of beauty from outside of society. So this hijabi ninja is also like historical step of the Japanese Muslim, that we learn the history of the Turkey, and we got inspiration from it. And also and today I'm going to show this tea ceremony, and I wanted this tea ceremony as part of this Japanese history there as well. And also, I'm also organizing this tea ceremony in Turkey and in my university or the other student organization. And I have been always trying to tell my Turkish students that don't make this Turkish culture as just confined in like Turkey, in just one country, because the Turkish culture is not only for like Turkish people, and the Turkish culture must be like an inspirational source for every people who live in every countries, including like Japan. It's because the Turkish culture in Ottoman, especially Ottoman culture, is also integration of the Arab culture and Persian culture and other like a Turkic like a culture. And also, if you know the history of Europe, you will see how actually the Ottoman culture influenced Europe as well. So. And many people think this tea ceremony is the like a pure, the so-called like unique like a Japanese like a culture, and especially like a Buddhism like a culture. And this is like, and actually the answer is yes and no. So the reason why many people think that this tea ceremony is like a Buddhism culture, because in Japan, Zen Buddhists developed this like tea ceremony culture. I mean, like since they put the Buddhist interpretation of tea ceremony, this tea ceremony become like a tool of the introducing like spirituality or the Buddhism. But if you study the history of the tea ceremony, for example, the 15th century, or not 15th, the 16th century, we can see samurai tea ceremony. Are you watching TV series Shogun? Yeah. Tea Shogun. Actually, there is a scene that samurai is like preparing the tea ceremony for his wife. So there was like samurai tea ceremony, and also like tea ceremony for the merchant, merchant tea ceremony. And there was a tea ceremony for like Buddhist monks, like Buddhism like tea ceremony. And even in Japan, there was a Catholic tea ceremony, like a Catholic tea ceremony. The Catholic priest, they were using this tea ceremony to introduce like Christianity to the Japanese audiences. There are some, so in Japan, in the museum, there are a special like a tea bowl which are used in the Catholic tea ceremony. And in the Catholic tea ceremony, on the tea bowl, there was the cross, engraved on it. And when they drink the matcha, the guests can see the like a Christian like a cross, and this will give the guest the opportunity to contemplate Christian spirituality. So if you see those history, why not like a Muslim can also create their like own art. They're using this like this tool, because in the end, like this is just tool. This is just like a tea, like drinking tea culture. And what is important is that if we can put our own like creativity to this tea ceremony. And in Japan, this tea ceremony usually organized in a special like tea room we call chashitsu, tea room. And in the tea room, usually the hanging scroll is put on the wall, and also tea master will prepare the special flower we call ikebana, flower arrangement. So the hanging scroll and flower arrangement, flower and the tea is kind of like a main element of the tea ceremony. But I'm not good at like decorating the flower. It seems like I have that gift. So I have started designing it's Japanese Islamic like a hanging scroll, which take like inspiration from the Turkic like Islamic like a culture. So this hanging scroll is all I have designed. So I have designed this hanging scroll. And usually in the tea ceremony, so the tea master will hang the hanging scroll which tells the like a topic of the tea ceremony at the time. So sometimes they hang the hanging scroll with saying like seize the moment, and in classical Chinese. And during the tea ceremony, the tea master will show this tea hanging scroll and tell the philosophy of the Buddhism to the guests. And this is how the like in tea ceremony become like environment of the Buddhism. So then, instead of using this Buddhism hanging scroll, I thought, why don't I just design so-called like Islamic hanging scroll to create opportunity for the Japanese audiences to get more about Islamic culture. So this too. So this is I think one of the first hanging scroll I have designed, and this used the Arabic letter, but actually the Turkish poem. I don't know how many Turkish people were here, but İlim bilmektir, ilim kendin bilmektir, sen kendin bilmesen, bu nice okumaktır. So, ilim bilmektir. So it's like ilim is knowledge. So knowledge is like knowing something, or it means like what is the true knowledge. And the ilim kendin bilmektir. The true knowledge is to know about yourself. And sen kendin bilmesen, and if you don't know about yourself, if you don't know who you really are, bu nice okumaktır. What is the meaning of the learning? So when I organize tea ceremony by using this hanging scroll, I introduced actually this poem is written by, is it Yunus Emre too? Or Aşık Emre? Yunus Emre? I think someone used it. Yeah, you just correct me if I know. But still, at least this is Turkish poem. And when I organize tea ceremony using hanging scroll, I tell the historical background of this poem, and also actually this is the Turkish interpretation of the one hadith, like man arafa nafsah, qad arafa rabbah. If you know about yourself, then you will know about your like Lord. And in this way, I'm teaching Islamic spirituality as well. And another originality is that you can see closer after the tea ceremony, but I'm trying to design this a little bit calligraphy, a little bit more like a Japanese like a style. And another one is this is the Japanese translation of this Turkish poem, but I designed this the hanging scroll do you know kuzushiji? Kuzushiji means cursive script. So cursive script is traditional like a Japanese like a calligraphy, and also I have combined some of the Arabic letter with this hanging scroll, and I try to make it look like a Japanese. And this one is the same, and this is also like Turkish Islamic Japanese style hanging scroll. It's a gel gör beni aşk neyledi. Gel gör beni aşk neyledi. Gel gör come and see me. What have like divine love done to me? So this talk about the utmost stage of the divine love. Now this if one human reach to understand the reality, the hakika of the divine love, then he is like a burn in the fire of the ashk. And in this talk about the utmost stage of divine love, the ashk. And this one is my teacher in Marmara University. She is a professional Ebru, the artist. So I just comply with Japanese hanging scroll. But another one is that these three are actually yes. Oh, first I will show this. This is also the Turkish hanging scroll. It's aşkı imiş her ne varsa alemde, ilim bir kir vakar imiş ancak. So this means İngilizce tercüme çok zor. Aşkı imiş her ne varsa alemde. So whatever you see in this world is filled with like a divine love. It's filled with Allah like love, and when you encounter like such like a beauty of like a divine love in this dunya, like if you encounter such the manifestation of the divine love, in the manifestation like a ni'mah of Allah, the ilm bir kir vakar imesh. Like you cannot describe that emotion. The knowledge, the words will just like remain as a words. That you cannot like grasp the full scale of the divine love. That this is not literal translation, but this is what the intention of the poet. And can you see this like a little bit like Chinese style, the picture, picture of the flower? This flower is not the original design, I have this I copied this flower from the famous Chinese Muslim artist who is and he designed there is like a collection, the collection of the picture of the flower that he drew, and those the books, classical book which is written by Hui Muslim scholar is called handkitab, Chinese Islamic books. And in Muslim community, like not only in Japan or in Turkey, in a global scale, this the tradition of the Chinese Muslim work is not so fully studied or not well known. And actually, my specialty is the Ottoman Tasawwuf and also the history of Islam in China. And I have been trying to introduce the history of Islam in China as well to the Muslim audiences. So that's why I'm writing the book in Japanese, and also I'm writing the articles, and also I have been giving academic lecture, and last year I even published one book in Japan by introducing the history of Islam in China in one chapter. But I have come to one conclusion, that people don't read book anymore. The people just watching YouTube or the 15-second TikTok, and so I have come to think that that if you really want to introduce Islamic culture to mass audiences, I need to develop the other way. So if I just confine myself in the universities or in the library, the museum, like there's no young people anymore. So I would think so that's why now I started to think more seriously about creating the cultures, like using the culture like a tool to introduce like a tradition, our like a tradition. So this is one of the rare example of the combination of Turkish poem and also the Chinese, Muslim, the artist in the picture. And these three are, so I have been like getting inspiration from the Turkish like a culture and like a Turkish like Islamic aesthetics. But since last year, I have started to think that, okay, so now I have been learning the Islamic culture from the other part of the area. So and why not we Japanese Muslim can also like imagine our own like a culture. So this is the Japanese translation of the Surah Al-Fatiha. The Japanese translation of Surah Al-Fatiha. But as I designed this Turkish poem in the Japanese cursive script, now I also wrote this Japanese translation of Surah Al-Fatiha in the cursive script. And the cursive script in Kuzushiji. And I'm pretty sure that this is the very first example that the Japanese use the cursive script to write down the Surah Al-Fatiha. Like this is the historical moment. Like maybe I'm arrogant, but I'm pretty sure. Like this is the very first. Like this hanging scroll should be stored in the British Museum, like in the future. And this one is the this flower is called higambana. The higambana is a really like famous flower, like that by Japanese. This higambana is a symbol of the hereafter, but it's the hereafter means like Buddhism, and now, but I have wrote in one alif next to this higambana, and this is that we Japanese Muslim. So in the end, like we Japanese Muslim also live in Japan. Japanese Buddhists also like live in Japan. Like we are living in one country, and living as a Japanese, it doesn't mean that we build like a Muslim village and get isolated from the other part of the cities and just eat our own food and just consume our own culture. Like we are sharing the same like food or the culture, but we interpret what we use in like Islamic like way. So it means, for example, this flower. Indian flower is just a flower. So this higambana is not the symbol of the hereafter in the very beginning of the universe. Like since the Buddhists put the interpretation to this flower, so now many people think that this flower is a symbol of the hereafter in the Buddhism. Then we Japanese Muslim can also put a new interpretation of this higambana. That when we see this flower in a Japanese Muslim, we can remind our hereafter. That's why I wrote the calligraphy alif. So this alif is a symbol of the akhirah and also the Allah. And another one is that this is the latest example. Japanese Islamic hanging scroll. And so now I have been using this cursive script to design a hanging scroll. And I thought that, why not? Is it possible to use this cursive script writing style to write down the Arabic calligraphy, like Arabic calligraphy? And do you know, for example, the Hattasini, Chinese script? So Chinese artists, Chinese Muslim artists, they invent their own method, own style to write down Arabic script. And in the other part of the world, they have like Sulus style or Nastalic. Actually, the Arabic calligraphy had different types of writing style. So this is the one experiment of I want to create the Khat Yabani, like Japanese script to write down Arabic letters. And now you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So today I bring the 10 example as the experiment of taking inspiration from the Turkish Islamic culture, and also I'm seeking my own Japanese Islamic culture, and I designed a hanging scroll. But I think this is so cool. No, this is so beautiful. I mean, for example, if somebody come to this tea room and he sees this hanging scroll, and if somebody said that this is the contamination of the Japanese culture, I think he or she is crazy. Because I see it in a strange harmony here. And another example is I'm also designing so-called the Islamic tea container. Islamic tea container. So this is the tea container which we store the matcha in it. And can you see this 4 wa letter in Arabic letters? This 4 wa can be found in the really famous masjid in Bursa, in Ulu Jami, the Ulu Masjid in Ulu Jami. And if you visit the Ulu Jami in Bursa, you can see like 1,000 Arabic calligraphy decorated on the wall. And I found this Arabic calligraphy when I visited Ulu Jami, and I got so amazed by the beauty. It is a simple beauty of this 4 wa. And this 4 wa is actually represent the invocation of Allah. Someone is calling upon Allah, because this 4 wa represent the Asma Allah al-Husna, and Asma al beautiful names of Allah. This is the collaboration project with the traditional artisan in Japan, living in Kyoto. Yeah, he's my friend. And this is the first tea container I have designed. And the next one is this is the tea container that I use. Can you see this Arabic calligraphy here again? It's called Edep Yafu. Edep Yafu. And this is a really famous calligraphy. This is formed by the Turkish Muslim. So Edep means adab, courtesy, and the Ya is also invocation, calling Ya, and Huwa, he, but it means Allah. And this is kind of like a dua, that you are calling upon Allah, oh Allah, give us like a courtesy, give us like an adab. And in Istanbul, and not only in Istanbul, but in the land of the Ottoman Empire, they were also the tekke, the Sufi zawiya, can be found. And when you enter the Sufi zawiya, either you see the Arabic calligraphy called hitch means nothingness, or either this adab calligraphy, adab, yafu. So whenever in a Turkish dervish, Turkish Sufi practitioner, when they see this Arabic calligraphy, they are reminded of the importance of asking Allah to learn or morality, or to embody morality. Yeah. And I will tell you, why I use this edeb yafu in a tea container for this tea ceremony. So far, do you have any question? No? Okay. So then I want to start this tea ceremony. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. But I also, I bring so many toys today. Yeah, I'm very creative. I have also designed this handkerchief. This is called tenugui, traditional Japanese handkerchief. This is futuwa handkerchief. Futuvet. So Bajian is the female organization, and the Futuvet is the male organization of the Ahilik. Or some people say, other words, they say Ahilik, brotherhood. And the Bajian is like sisterhood. So And the reason why I designed this handkerchief. Oh, and also, yeah, can you see this like pot and the leaves? And this is called the Futubet Age, the tree of the Futuwa. This is the symbol of the Futuwa organization. You know, the organization of chivalry in Anatolia. And I redesigned this tree of Futuwa in the samurai like a crest. So imagining like what if this Futuwa organization exists in like the medieval Japan, like in the like Shogun period. And I'm using this handkerchief when I sweat, and also I'm also practicing the Japanese swordsmanship in Japan. So I am using this Futuwa handkerchief when I'm practicing, you know, my martial arts. So this is how I'm trying to like bring the Turkish culture to like a Japanese traditional practicing cultures. Yes. ではですね。So before the starting tea ceremony, usually the guest and the master will face each other. Actually, you can come here if you want. Okay, so and can you suppose that you are the guest in the tea ceremony? Can you say, so can you よろしくお願いします。お願いします。Yes, よろしくお願いします。ね、よろしくお願いします。よろしくお願いします is really difficult to translate to English, but in this context, it means that thank you very much for giving me these beautiful opportunities. Like, thank you very much for giving me the good opportunities. Here, and important thing is that not only from the guest to the master, but also the master should show the gratitude to the guest or either like a disciple. And this is actually is based on the traditional East Asian philosophy called yin-yang, you know, yin-yang theory. That means like they believe in that two opposing elements will help each other to reach to the kind of like a reality. And here, in this tea ceremony, even not the tea ceremony or even like a training, it's not. There is no like a master like without the disciple or the guest, and also there is no like a disciple like without the master. So suppose this is like a Jedi master and also like a Padawan. You know, there is no like a Padawan without a Jedi master, and there is no like a Jedi master without a Padawan. So anyway, the most important thing is the master, this tea master, like not Jedi master, the tea master always have to show gratitude to the disciple. So this is the important thing. And then we say よろしくお願いします and then you know this tea ceremony will start and this tea ceremony during this ceremony we today I performed the bonryaku demae. So bon means I forgot how do you call this in English? Tray. Tray. Thank you. Yeah, tray. So this is tray tea ceremony. This is the first tea ceremony that the Urasenke like tea ceremony they teach to like a disciple. So this is like a level 1. So there are like so many various kind of the tea ceremony, but this is like a level 1, the beginners like this tea ceremony. But this is not only like like a simple the tea ceremony, but also we means like this Urasenke like a tea practitioner believe that this tea ceremony includes the most important like element of the tea ceremony. So this is also the beginning, but also in the same time like this is also like the end. Like this beginning also includes the ultimate like philosophy of tea ceremony, and this tea utensil is actually we use as like a metaphor of the macrocosmos, the macrocosmos. Here. In East Asian philosophy, they believe in the 5 major elements of the universe. 5 major elements. One is for example, this hot tea is the symbol of the fire and the water. Fire and the water. And this bamboo spoon and also mixer is a symbol of the tree. So this is the 3rd element. And 4th, usually this teacup is, for example, this ceramic teacup. Since this ceramic, this is a symbol of the earth. Earth. And teapot. Usually we use the metal teapot, so this is the element of the metal. So this is the 5 major element, and so this tea utensils have this 5 major element, and this is in this way this is symbolize the macrocosmos, the universe, and human being is actually microcosmos. in the microcosmos. So the aim of the tea ceremony is that by engaging with the macrocosmos, this tea practitioner, this tea master trying to purify the microcosmos. So this is the interaction between the macrocosmos and also the microcosmos. And this is similar to the Turkish poem, the Hoşçabak zatına kim zıbıdayı alimsinsen, merdum dide ekvan olan alimsinsen. Is it ultimate Turkish? The Hoşçabak zatına kim zıbıdayı alimsinsen. It means that they gaze yourself with your love, because the zubudei alimsinsen, because you are the essence of the world. You are the essence of the macrocosmos. And during the tea ceremony, before using this tea utensil, the tea master will clean the everyday tea utensils. This is called kiyome or kiyome. And in order to clean this tea container and teaspoon, we use a special handkerchief called fukusa. Fukusa. This is called tea handkerchief. By the way, this is the pocket. I always forget to tell, this is the pocket, yeah. This is convenient. This is practical. And I want to show how, and when a person enters this tea ceremony training, this holding a handkerchief, the method of holding handkerchief, the first training that the disciple will learn. And is there anyone who wants to practice how to fold a handkerchief? Do you want to try? Okay. Thank you. This is called fukusa sabaki. Fukusa sabaki means folding handkerchief. So there's just one part which is not sewed. Yes. Can you put it on the right hand? Light side. Yes, light side. And can you fold the handkerchief? Yes. Yeah, like outward. Yeah, outside. Again. Yeah, outside. And again outside. Yes. And this is how we always put a handkerchief in the clothes. But can you put this handkerchief on the left hand? Left hand. Yeah. And can you open again? Yes. Yes.
Oh, which part did you hold?
Yes, that part. Yes. This is how you fold. And please wait, I will show until the end. This. What do you one by one?
Do it again, I've got more slowly.
Keep it these 3 fingers rear back. Over left side.
Oh, no.
Left side, yes. 3 fingers. And this hand will lower up. Yes. And right side will go up. Yes. Yes. And please grab here with your thumb. Yeah. And release the pointing finger.
Okay.
Yes. And yeah, you have lift thumbs up. And can you fold with your middle finger?
Okay. That way.
Yes.
Yeah,
Huh?
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, kind of.
Like that, okay.
And yes. Yes, really good. So now you become a tea padawan, the tea disciple. And please use the pointing finger. This pointing finger means, my master told me this pointing finger represents the oneness which purifies everything. Oneness of the universe. The oneness purifies everything. So we put this prayer when we fold this handkerchief, and then fold this handkerchief. Yes. Yes. Yeah, very good. Thank you. And you can try. So this is a thing called tea container. And hold this tea container very carefully with the left hand. Yes. And can you clean the top of the tea container with one up and down? Yes. And put this handkerchief on tea container and open it. Yes. And a little bit slide the handkerchief and this. Yes, it's really good. And the meaning of this ritual is that when you clean this tea container, Actually, this is a metaphorical like ritual that you are trying to purify yourself. So imagine that tea container is like yourself. And this is why, I put this edipiyaho in a tea container. When I clean this tea container, and I put in my prayer, they're asking, the divine being to purify myself. You can put it here. Okay. Yeah. So this is the first like a training of the tea disciples. Yeah. Thank you. ありがとうございます. I'll put it here again. Sure. Then I will fold the handkerchief again. That one. So now this spoon is also purified. Oh, I put it in the wrong place. And now this mixer is also purified. And lastly, I will clean this teacup. And this is the oh. This is the famous like lacquerware, the teacup, which you can find in Japan. But this time, since this is the Turkish Japanese tea ceremony, I also bring a special teacup from Istanbul. This is the Turkish style, the teacup. You can see the traditional like Turkish pattern here. But what is really interesting is I didn't design this. This is a Turkish like designer is selling this teacup. Do you know kintsugi, the golden jewelry, the golden like repair? So she integrated like Turkish like a pattern and also this golden like repair. And this golden repair is a really famous like technique which invented in the medieval like Japan, especially the samurai period. It's actually a time. It's actually a time when this tea ceremony was invented, and Japanese artists they put more value on a teacup which is repaired by this golden repair than like a new like a teacup, because this is also based on the philosophy that every humanity like makes mistake. That every humanity will get their souls something get broken by the difficulties or like challenges. But what is important for the humanity is that you have to rebuild yourself through like repentance. And this like a golden joinery, the golden repair, is actually like a symbol of the humanity who always try to like rebuild themselves, reconstruct themselves through repentance and also through spiritual like a training. And I think this is like, I thought I'm the only one who tried to integrate this Japanese aesthetics and also like a Turkish like a culture. But it seems there are some people who have this like this beautiful creativity, which should like design this teacup. So today, actually, this is the teacup I really want to introduce to the guests. And then, when everything is purified, the tea master will say, "Okashi o douzo." The okashi o douzo means that please enjoy the sweets. And I don't know this is the main interpretation of the tea ceremony, but what my sensei told me that the sweets and the matcha also have like symbolical meaning. That this sweet is the sweetness of your life, the same like sweetness of your life. And have you ever tried matcha? So the taste of matcha is a little bit bitter. So this is the symbol of the bitterness of your life. So this is sweet. So in human life, there's a sweetness and also like bitterness. But what is important is that we have to embrace both. We have to embrace both the happiness and also like difficulties. So in this way, actually, this tea ceremony symbolizes the spiritual like development, of the humanities. This purifying yourself and also also be patient of serving and also serving the others, and also the importance of embracing both the happiness and difficulties. So, please. Sure. So you can take the cup with your right hand and please put it on the left hand. And before drinking, can you say, ありがとうございます? Yes, ありがとうございます. It means thank you. But first you will thank to the like divine being, which give us these opportunities. So first we say thank you to the divine being, which created this universe. And then, can you turn the cup 2 times? Yes. If I can use this teacup, it's much easier to see. So right now, this this pattern is facing me. But if you turn the cup 2 times, this picture was facing the audiences. And this is the symbolical ritual that now I want to share this blessing with the others. And in tea ceremony, it's called the first one is arigatou gozaimasu to the divine being. It's called like a vertical gratitude, vertical gratitude. And this ritual is called like horizontal like gratitude. So first you have to thank the divine, and then you have to thank to the other the participant. Then you can drink. Right. And when you finish drinking, I don't know how to say in English again. I forgot. Can you stop, make noise like? Yeah, when you finish it.
Brace yourselves.
When you're finishing tea. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to from the beginning.
You're going to be here for a while. Nice one, sorry.
In Turkey, it's extremely rude to make noise when you're drinking. I don't know how about in the British society, but in Japan, this is how you show respect to the tea masters. Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
Do I have to put it on the floor?
Yes, in Peru. Oh, I forgot. You can also eat sweets. So first you enjoy sweets, and then usually you can drink matcha.
Does it mean I need to get to drink another tea?
No, you don't have to. Yeah, if you want, of course. But this is how we proceed. When we finished, when the participant finished drinking, then we say ありがとうございました. Then ありがとうございました means thank you very much. So like, yeah, thank you. So this is all in the format of the tea ceremony.
İlk defa bir Japon çay seremonisine katıldım. Çok değişikti. Daha önce de izlemiştim ama hiç içerisinde yer almamıştım. Yapılan bazı ritüellerin anlamlarını bilmiyordum. Bugün onları da öğrendim. Daha bir anlam kazandı benim açımdan. Güzeldi, değişikti. Teşekkürle başlayıp teşekkürle bitirilmesi güzeldi. Telaffuz etmesi zordu tabii Japoncayı ama güzeldi.
And please put the hot water. This is enough. No, it's enough. No, it's enough. Yes. This is called chasen. Yeah, tea mixer, the bamboo mixer. So please hold the cup with the left hand and try to mix it. Oh, it's so beautiful. Yeah, 綺麗だな。Yes. A little bit faster. You can use the muscle here. This one is really good. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. Yeah, it's good. A little bit faster.
Do not press the button.
Can you see? I think it's enough. Yeah, it really makes sense. Then hold the cup with your right hand and put it on hand. He said, ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。And then turn the cup 2 times. If saying, I'm sharing this blessing with others. And then please drink. Can I also drink? Okay. Oh yeah, it's okay. Anyway. Well, is there anyone who wants to try this? Stas, do you want to try? It's okay? Okay. Is there anyone? Oh, you please. That's right. And then we clean this thing. So this is how we can keep the teacup like always clean.
Yeah.
So this cleanness is also really important in the Japanese culture. See, so clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. ありがとうございました。
So we
Yeah. So are there more cups? Yeah, or should I clean?
I have a question.
Yes.
You said that it represents sweetness and then bitterness. So do you take sweetness first and bitterness after, or bitterness and sweetness?
Sweet first. Sweet
That
first.
makes sense, right? Because if you have bitter and then have sweet,
So please have some sweets before.
But there's a second. So life can be bitter. There's sweetness that come after.
Then
yeah, right?
one scoop is fine. Please use this spoon. Like, don't put it too much, but it contains lots of caffeine than ordinary green tea. So.
Just one spoon. Is that?
Yes. Which one? Oh, just use this. Sure. Yes. You can also use this one. Don't put too much.
From the right.
Then?
Yours is very lucky.
How did you get the bubbles?
You had to mix really fast.
You can't be more faster than this, yeah?
Your must be testing better. Well, it's a little bit better. A little bit better.
Okay. Then?
This we have to practice at home.
Yeah. ありがとうございます。Then 1, 2. Yes. Listen, I'm sharing this blessing with the others. Then please drink. Oh, you can drink. Yeah. Go ahead, please. Ah, ありがとうございます。
We say santé in French. To
Yeah?
help. We say santé in French. To help.
To have?
To help. In French, in my culture, we say santé. Means to help before you drink.
Oh, I know. So we say ありがとうございます。
We say that after drink in Turkish, like, to your health.
To your health?
This one
This is quite many.
You can put more. It's too few. It's so few. で、スジャクス小破りですね。
Regular quick.
We get it. It's enough. Yeah.
Enough?
Nice enough, yeah. Yes. Then please mix the mixture like this. Yes. A little faster. Uh-huh.
How do you know it's ready?
If you have enough steam, like this.
Ah, got you.
Oh, this is good. Yeah, it's enough. It's good. And you will mix it. これ買う？ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。And 1, 2, and you can drink.
Maybe speak from like one
One scoop is enough. Yeah.
from him.
Yes.
Can I pick it up or just do it from him?
You can scoop the spoon.
How much?
Yeah, it's enough. It's enough. Yeah.
We're still, it's been 3 weeks. Don't you now, like, don't you like really just to get to know? You can try to see what happens when you go to like one session. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, please put the hot water. Yeah.
How much water?
It's finished.
My dad used to use
A little more.
like more of a brushy stuff.
Yeah, it's enough. Do you have enough water?
Is it like so?
Okay.
I saw it advertised online and I saw how interesting and how symbolic the ceremony might be, and this event has not disappointed me whatsoever. Really enjoyed it, learning about the symbolism and the cultures of Japan. The hosts have been amazing, the professor was amazing, really nice guys. I'll definitely be back again for next time.